Everybody heard about your proposal. Everybody had their own strong opinions about your proposal. The vote, it didn't pass yesterday. Kind of give us a summary of what you wanted to accomplish with that.
Sure. And basically what I put forward was, it's primarily because of this color-coded system that we now are operating under by the state that is basically impossible for many businesses to even open under. To even get to the yellow stage is nearly impossible. So what I proposed is, let San Diego County, we will police and make sure that businesses are abiding by all of the health and safety guidelines, and let the state do the enforcement on the closing. That was what I proposed and put forward. It's like, we are no longer going to do the state's business. Let them do that. We will ensure any business that opens is adhering to the safety guidelines.
So the idea here was to stop enforcing the state's reopening plan. You said you were disappointed by your colleagues. I mean, in theory, it sounds logical and let everybody just, but nobody agreed with you. It was shot down. Why?
Well, I don't know. You'd have to ask them why, but it's difficult, and government moves very slowly. This is just another piece of part of the pressure on the governor to allow us to open. We still have 200,000 people in San Diego County that are unemployed. It's been between a $2 to $5 billion hit in wages since this virus started. And I still think we have to respect the virus. We have to,
Sure,
abide by all of the safety guidelines. But it's, when you look at SeaWorld and the zoo and the safari park are open, Legoland is not. Wedding venues can't open, and we're driving that wedding industry and business into people's backyards, and they're doing those illegally. Boating industry is hurt. Hotels still can't use their events or their event rooms or their food and beverages. Street fairs can't be open, yet swap meets can. I'm just trying to make common sense out of this thing. Take a logical path.
Inconsistencies is what you're saying.
Well, yeah, and what businesses like Legoland are never going to be able to reach this yellow layer of, the highest, least restrictive color on the new color coding list. And in order to get to yellow, we have to have less than one positive per 100,000 people. Even if we had a vaccine, we could never achieve that. So basically what we have in place right now is businesses staying closed and only being open in the yellow up to 50%. Let's make some common sense. Yeah. The reason that we're pushing purple right now is primarily because there's over 700 positive cases at San Diego State, not because of any businesses that are open right now. It's the spike that we had from San Diego State, from the students going there. I'm an alum. I'm trying not to knock San Diego State, but out of that 700, one went to the hospital and has already been released.
I wanted to see how sustainable, in your opinion, it was for businesses to open up at their own discretion. I'm just going to read what Nathan Fletcher, fellow supervisor on your board, said yesterday. We had him on the show. He said that this idea of yours was reckless, irresponsible. He called it nonsense and potentially catastrophic. What did you say in the meeting yesterday to him in response to those very powerful words?
Well, I don't like to do the tit for tat, debates here without somebody else in the room. But, people are going to call it what they call it. I'm just more of, we need to get out and get our businesses open, and we can do it safely. We can do both. This hiding under the covers, for over COVID is really been devastating on the economy. And we have had spikes, and we're going to continue to have spikes. But throughout this, our hospitalizations are in the single digits percentage-wise of hospitalizations for COVID. I mean, we've got the capacity to handle these cases, and most of the cases right now are coming in from younger people that are testing positive. So the average age is 37.
We're going to meet again next week. Is there wiggle room in your proposal to kind of somewhat meet in the middle? Or is it
absolutely?
Because now we're on the potential, you mentioned this, of going to that purple tier again, which is backtracking. So where's the wiggle? Because, it's not mutually exclusive here to protect the public health and to protect our economy and people's businesses, obviously.
Well, and again, the reason we're going into purple is not because of the businesses opening.
All right, Jim Desmond, we expect more next week. Hopefully we can talk to you again.
All right, Raul, happy to do it.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate the time as always. Let's get you over to Chris.